Hi everyone, welcome back to the US CPA classes for business analysis and reporting. Yes, we have reached to part 6, that is the last part for the overview of business analysis and reporting examination. So in this particular video, I'll be walking you through the remaining part of the state and local governmental accounting. So if you have not watched the previous 5 topics, request you to please watch the part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here we will be concluding the sixth part with the complete overview of business analysis and reporting. So let's dive into to understand more in detail about state and local governmental accounting. That will be around 10 to 20% of your examination. Now coming to the governing bodies, how this FASB has been developed over the period of time. So back in 1938 to 59, there was a committee called Committee of Accounting, which is called CAP. So at that point of time, this committee was crafting some accounting rule right, left, and center in a piecemeal, but there was no such thing which is consolidated guide for the accounting standards, right? So that need arise as like the more and more industries were growing and more companies were growing. So then after they made a board called Accounting Principal Board, APB. So that was there since 1959 to 1973. So that board was including the volunteer from CPA and CPA firm, right? But in that volunteer work, they have seen like lack of commitment and the biasness, right? So what they have done in 1973, they make a board called Financial Accounting Standard Board as a not-for-profit organization, right, where they hire employee, where they hire retainers, where they hire professional and pay them compensation rather than a voluntary work. Till 1973 it was more or less voluntary work, but after 73 it is a professional work formed under an NGO to craft the accounting standard codification. So that's is the transformational journey from CAP, which is Committee of Accounting, built in 1938 to the present FASB, right? And in FASB, there are 7 full-time members who are coming from the respective industry. First would be audit professional, second would be profit-oriented company, third would be accounting educator like us, fourth will be financial analyst who do analysis of the financial statement. Like, have you heard company like S&P, Moody's, Morgan Stanley, such company? Have you heard?
Yes,
Have you heard this company name? S&P, Moody's, and other companies who do like analysis of financial statement, right?
Yes.
So representative of that and the government bodies. So they have 7 full-time member who are representative from these bodies basically, who are in the top level of the committee, and then there are like retainers, professionals, employees, staff, team member, everyone would be there. So why they kept these category into the full time? So that they understand what is going on in audit profession, what is going on in the for profit organization, what is going in the education industry, how the financial analyst look at the financial statement, and what all going on in the government and not for profit organization, so that they can craft the standard properly considering all aspect of the financial statement in mind, right? And how accounting standard actually is being coded. So first thing is they take industry responses or input from the industry, that where all they have accounting issues or accounting matters for which they do not see the guidance available, right, that they put into the project 2 agenda. Like these are the topics which they have identified from the accounting firm, CPA firm, companies, governmental, not for profit organization. Like these are the gray area where the guidance is not available, how to do the accounting of that. Then they do a public meeting, so where they share like these are the topics in which we got the input from the various stakeholder, that accounting clarification or guidance or standards need to be built. And then they share the inputs to the public at large. And then next step is internally the FASB team, they develop an exposure draft how the accounting standard codification should be for the respective accounting matter, and that exposure draft they give it to the public at large for their inputs and comment. That is called comment letter on exposure draft from public. And then they conduct the public meeting for the discussion based on the input they receive from the public at large. And after that it make an accounting standard update if it is in the continuation of the existing accounting standard codification. If they have to create something new as an accounting standard codification, it go to the Congress for approval. So this is a process of building a new accounting standard in United States of America. Make sense? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, Kannan.
This is like information helpful for you?
Yes.
Okay, now coming to how the accounting standards are being codified and numbered. This is very important for your FAR exam and audit exam specifically because there are research based simulation, right? In those research based simulation, you will be asked for the respective accounting standard codification number details. So you should be aware of what are the accounting standard for what category and what are the subtopics and the sections, right? So the journal topics are being covered in accounting standard codification from 1002 to 199. Presentation and disclosure related accounting standard codification come in a range of 200 to 299. All the assets, what all comes in assets? What is assets? What all things comes in assets? Yeah, Rachita, Saloni, Franchi, Arun. What all comes in assets?
Cash, investments.
Land and building.
Yeah, property, plant, equipment, account receivable, cash, inventory, right? So all
Yeah.
accounting standard codification relating to assets are in a range of 300 to 399, right? And what all comes in liabilities?
Payable.
Creditors.
Creditors,
Borrowings.
account payables, borrowings, right? Provisions, right? These all will fall under the 400 to 499 series, right? And equity, they all comes under the 500 to 599. Revenue is 600 to 699. Expenses 700 to 799. Broad transaction means your acquisition, merger, amalgamation, consolidation, those all things come under the 800 to 899 category. And industry specific guidance like oil and gas industry, software industry, technology industry, right? So specific industry guidance comes under 900 to 999 series, right? And then they have subtopic. Each subtopic is of 2 digit, and then section in that subtopic is also of 2 digit. So this is how the sequencing of accounting standard codification will looks like, right? Can you do a practice with me? If you go, can you open like Google in your laptop? Can you open Google? Are you guys on laptop or mobiles?
Laptop.
Laptop.
Laptops, no? Okay. So here you type FASB, FASB.org. right? You are at this website, FASB, Financial Accounting Standard Board. Are you guys here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So now go to the second tab called Standards. In this, click on the first point, Accounting Standard Codification. Have you clicked on Accounting Standard Codification?
Yes.
Have you
Yes.
reached to this tab? Welcome to FASB Accounting Standard Codification. Then click here, I am not a robot. Right? Then click on Access. So it will ask you to give the confirmation. Right? Go down and here I accept. So once you accept it, it will show you this home page. Have you all reached to this home page?
Yes.
Right, in this home page, left hand side, you will see journal principle, presentation, assets, liability, equity, revenue, expense, broad transaction, industry, and glossary. Right, can you see all these things?
Yes.
Right,
Yes,
now
sir.
if you click on asset, it will give you the accounting standard codification. Assets were in category of 300 to 399. This is what we discussed. Right, Surya, Pranchi,
Yes,
Rachita.
sir.
Right, now if you go to ASC 310 receivable, just click on this. It will give you subtopic, and all subtopic are of 2 digit. Right, ASC are of 3 digit, subtopic are of 2 digit. Right, and then if here you click on the trouble debt restructuring by creditor, if you click on this, it will take you to the section. Those are again 2 digit. Right, and if you click on 10, which is objective, if you click on the objective, it will take you to the theory. So from here you will get access of all accounting standard codification according to the FASB. This is available to each one of you free of cost, right? But if you need to download, then you need to purchase the premium version. Right, where are financial accounting standard codification, where do you find? In the FASB.org website. Make sense? Are you able to reach here?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Arun,
Yes, sir.
Pranchi, Rachita, Saloni,
Yes,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So in future, whenever you need to look for any accounting standard codification, you can use this path on FASB.org. You should not be dependent on your senior. Make sense? And if you want to do detailed study, then you need to purchase the premium version. Right? So this is what like I have shown you in the real FASB organization, right? So now I'm taking you back to this blueprint, just chapter 3, where we left this one. Chapter 3 for state and local governments. So which accounting standard we need to follow? GASB accounting standard codification, right? For the state and governmental accounting, we need to follow what? Accounting standard issued by
GASB.
GASB, right? So we'll be understanding in detail what is government-wide financial statement, what is government fund financial statement, what is proprietary fund financial statement, what is fiduciary fund financial statement, what are the notes to financial statement, what are the management discussion and analysis, budgetary comparison, required supplementary information, financial reporting of the entity, and then driving the government-wide financial statement and reconciliation. Lastly, the typical item of the specific type of transaction in the government-wide financial statement. So these all things we'll be learning in the governmental, state and federal government accounting, right? So, in your college days, have you studied governmental accounting by any chance? Was it part of your college curriculum? Governmental accounting?
No. No.
Okay. Yeah, no worries. So this is new topic for which you are not exposed to. So you'll be investing good amount of time in this topic as well, right? So that we all are on same page, right? So now